how's it cracking?
Hey, so
That was an exciting match.
that was an insane match. That was insanely close.
I can't believe Sweden won that last song, even with Chloe missing like 15 notes.
Yeah, Binary. I think it was Binary. Really picked up his game there, and popped off. The same with Rob as well. But as for this match, Norway versus Australia. I mean, definitely some both similar and different skill sets in a way. I think coming through from these two teams.
Yeah,
Australia, sorry, keep going on.
This for me is my third Norway match. I've casted every Norway match so
wow.
far, so I know Norway really well. I've been popping in their streams a lot, and I actually haven't seen Australia yet. Really nice people though, and I'm really excited for this match. And sadly, Norway is a little bit on the back end here. Even though Norway is ranked above Australian qualifiers, Norway is missing one of their best players, Lol Mayo, because Mayo may or may not have busted his headset. So it's going to be a really close match.
Yeah,
sure.
I think it'd be rough for Norway. I know, because we played versus Australia. Team GB played versus Australia early on. Australia definitely lend themselves to the speed side with players like Fat Beanzoop and Pink Armadillo, like really picking up the speed side of things, and of course like players like Chicken just being an all-round
Chickens nuts,
player.
yeah.
But they also do have a good axe sword as well. I don't know if you could tell me a bit more about Norway. I know Hello Astari definitely two of their stronger players out of the team.
Yeah, I think everyone kind of knows Hello most from Norway, or maybe Ace Atari, but Hello is an animal. He put up a good fight against Tai Chi at one point, and overall just a really phenomenal player. And Ace has been practicing really hard on stream. Yeah. Really good player, especially on technical stuff. And then I think we don't have Lol Mayo, which is unfortunate, but we do have Forehead Fox, not exactly Slemseek, and Wild Wolf and Loki. I think we'll see quite a few of those players interchanged. I think we might see Slemseek play quite a bit and Loki play a little more, but yeah, I think that they're going to be swapping out. They're going to be keeping in Hello and Ace Atari a lot, and then they're going to be swapping out their other two players between those remaining 5 players.
Yeah, I think that's going to be definitely a similar story for Australia. Probably keeping in Chicken and Simply Marvelous, and maybe for the faster maps bringing in Bean and Pink, and for the more Aki maps bringing in Danny and Zeros or Shinsu.
Yeah, it's going to be really exciting. I'm looking at the voice chat for Norway right now, and it seems they're missing Forehead Fox too, which I'm not sure why, but when I popped into Ace Atari's stream during the France-Sweden match, and he said that they were dropping players like it was nothing, so I don't know, maybe Forehead Fox also busted their headset, I'm not sure.
Yeah, they've only got 5 players at the moment out there, 8 in their team. Like I said earlier, Longmount busted his headset. Forehead Fox isn't there as well. Also missing, I think, Not Exactly is also missing as well.
Yeah.
So maybe that
Fox
could be
work apparently. Yeah, so
Right.
Norway very busy, but they still do have Ace, they still do have Hello, they still have Loki, they still have Slamseek. Like they still have a pretty strong lineup, but I think overall it's going to end up making this game a lot closer now.
Yeah, by the looks of things of the warm-up match, the Longmao isn't here physically, but he is here in spirit in the song, with the title of the song being "Longmao plays louder than steel."
And no surprise, the biggest fear from Norway, or the biggest fear from Australia about Norway, is Hello. Everyone says Hello is really scary because Hello is one of those people who, I mean, he's ranked pretty high, but like overall, when he's in a tournament, he shows up, and it is scary.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
I think even if Norway just have one underperforming player, they can just pick up that act And it's just all across the board as well. Even on the fastest maps, Dust still just picks up his act, like 96s, 95s.
Like I said, duh hello just popping off with a 79 on that dice roll right there.
79%. He's got good act in-game and out.
Exactly. This guy's got rigged dice. So I asked Australia, I was like, are you confident that your team will win? Why or why not? And they said, yeah, because Lol Mayo is not playing. They feel they have a much better chance now, and they feel they will be generally consistent. So they think they have a pretty good chance. I don't think they've like shipped it and are asking for their badge quite yet, but you know, they're definitely pretty confident coming in, which is good, because if you're kind of shaky, it does make it hard.
Yeah, I think maybe we might not see a ban on. I'm not saying for definite, but it's possible we don't see a ban on the ACT map for Australia, just because Lolmao isn't here. So maybe they're feeling more confident on those ACT maps. But we'll have to wait and see. Currently, Norway have a pick on who bans first, so waiting for that to come through, and we'll see what the bans are.
We'll see. I think that we're probably gonna see. I don't know what Norway is gonna ban. Like maybe Dreamless Wanderer or something.
Yeah.
Or they might just ban like an actual like standard ACT map. Like we might see Light Saber or Amazing Mirage gone. Yeah. And then from Australia, I expect them to try and like get rid of like a high speed map. Like could it be a spatiotemporal shockwave syndrome? Just get that one out of there, because I think Da Hello is really gonna take over on that kind of song.
Yeah, I think it will be interesting to see if anyone does ban spatiotemporal shockwave, because at the moment we still haven't seen that from the. This is the last losers round 2 match, so last chance to see this map. And Norway's going to ban Lightsaber, which is like you predicted actually.
So you can see here Da Hello trying to intimidate them into banning an accuracy map with that angry face. So hopefully it works.
Chicken coming back with
my god, Chicken, you are a savage. Da Hello is not prepared. You know, all these Australian players have a bonus against intimidation, so you can't scare them. They got like snakes and spiders. They're not afraid of one little Norwegian.
Australia banning Shockwave again. Shockwave getting banned in every single losers round 2 match. Not seeing that map at all.
It's a scary map. It's so fast. Like I can't blame them really.
Yeah.
Like I think the only team we would see play that is probably like Netherlands or USA would do really well on it. But they're not in this bracket, so I mean it's kind of a toss up there. And we're gonna go with Amazing Mirage first, which is Australia's pick.
Australia definitely going with their gut feeling on the ACT maps here, just because maybe just because Longmail's not here. Maybe they do feel confident on these ACT maps, and then that's even like buffed because Longmail isn't here.
Yeah, and they're going for the throat. They're completely disobeying Da Hello's wishes. They didn't even wait, and they're all hitting them with the emotes right off the bat. They're prepared. Australia knows what kind of game they're playing. I also love how they're all synchronized. You know, they know what's up. They're a team through and through.
Looks like Norway's already ready to go in. All of them are 7 metered, and not quite on the. Oh, we're still on the
we don't have players yet, so
can't quite see things.
The Aussie boys got this. Everyone's cheering for Australia here. Actually, no, I've seen a lot of people cheer for Norway, but yeah, I think Australia is going to be pretty strong because Lomeo once again is just not there, and it's unfortunate for Norway, but you know they're still going to be playing their hardest here.
Yeah, Australia definitely coming into this match as an underdog, but maybe also like coming out of it on top just because Lolmau is absent, Lolmau is absent for Norway. So definitely going to be interesting if Australia can capitalize on that.
Yeah, because technically Australia got lower in qualifiers than Norway.
Yeah. Yeah,
and it is pretty close. Norway's actually taking a lead here.
Yeah, by a solid, like, it's tough to say now, but about 5%, sorry, 0.5%.
Yeah, it's really hard to say early, but it does seem like there is a little bit of a gap now, getting closed up a little more. But all players still on an FC, which is what you like to see.
But this match is actually incredibly close. Literally neck and neck right now. Oh my god.
Yeah, 0.01, 0.02. Jeez.
Yeah. I mean, if one player misses on a team, that might be them done. They just have to hope the other team misses.
Yeah, that's the nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so close. If it stays this close to the end, it's going to be unreal.
Chicken's holding a 97.8% right now, which is just insane.
Yeah, that is unreal. And Simply Marvelous's stream seems to be having a tough time. But yeah, it's 0.01%. It's going back and forth. We're about 2/3 through the map right now, and neither team is really taking a major lead here.
Yeah, it does seem like Norway's got the bar going a bit more to their side more often. But that might just be because of stream delay. Maybe I should have a bit more delay than Norway do.
Yeah, when it's this close, like a single 115 versus a 110 can make a huge difference. I think like you might see a sub 100 score difference, which would be unreal.
Looks like Australia have like a 0.03% lead. Oh,
and it's back and forth. It's back and forth.
Oh,
and these
goodness.
are the last notes here. Is Norway going to take it? Norway takes it.
Just taking that. 0.02%. Less than 300 points. That is insane. Yeah. That is insane.
That is so close. Oh my god.
Jesus. I think that might just spell out what this match is gonna be. Just insanely close.
See, Norway always subverts my expectations. Like against Sweden, I was like, Norway's gonna win in AC and Sweden's gonna win in speed, right? Norway lost in AC, won in speed. And now I'm like, Norway's gonna lose in AC because they don't have Lolmeo, but they won.
They won
right? Not by a lot. Like that's a couple 115s right there once again.
Yeah.
But really, it is so close. Now I think now that all the AC maps are gone, though, it's gonna be speed that tells.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think I forget the name of the map. Dreamless Wanderer is still in. Like sort of like we were saying last match, sort of being a bridge between
yeah,
and the tech map. So maybe Norway going for a pick on that. I think it might be it's Norway's pick now because Australia picked Amazing Mirage. So Norway might go for the Dreamless Wanderer pick, hoping to run off with the AC maps here.
Yeah. I don't think that Dreamless Wanderer is that big of a bridge towards AC maps. Like in the round of 16, we had Go, which was a really cool map because it was only like 5.5 notes per second, but it was extremely technical and required a lot of AC and precision to do really well on.
For sure.
Yeah, that was unreal. Now, are we gonna see Dreamless Wanderer, or are we gonna see them pick up something high speed? I think that last time we were in this kind of situation, Norway picked up another similar map to what they won, so they might go with Dreamless Wanderer, but I think they're also feeling pretty confident on like the high speed stuff like Feel Seasickness and Sky Strike.
Yeah, I think it would definitely make sense for Norway to pick to pick Dreamless Wanderer, because to bear in mind that they do have the next pick as well. So say they do lose, say they lose Dreamless Wanderer, they can still pick like Feel Seasickness or Sky Strike as a speed map. But even then, Australia probably still more strong on speed than on AC. So maybe they go for Deer Insanity.
See, if you think about it though, like you have Dreamless Wanderer, which Norway right now thinks is a pretty guaranteed W, but they're not sure about speed. They think that they can be like speed was their original win, so they might want to pick up that iffy map early and then progress into speed. So I think the Dreamless Wanderer would be the big brain play here.
Norway gonna go
Oh no, they went for Sky Strike. Why did I listen to you? I should have just stuck with my gut. Jack, you ruined my perfect call streak, which is not that perfect because I messed up earlier too, I think. Not so much today, but I think last weekend I made a bad call.
Maybe Norway picking Sky Strike to sort of like maybe like test the waters in a way. Just to see what that how Australia do on speed, and then say Australia beat them on this map, they can go back to Dreamless and just get the next win to make it a 2-1.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was going earlier, but I kind of wanted to lean it in your direction because I was like, actually, maybe Jack's right. But
no, just don't trust me. I'm wrong.
Don't trust him. Yeah, I think if Norway... See, the thing is that if Norway pulls off Sky Strike and wins, it's almost guaranteed. Unless Australia just ends up being really good on mid-speed stuff, it's like Norway can just pick up feel seasickness, and, run with it.
Yeah.
So...
In fact, we're just seeing in the
really scary for Australia.
Just seeing in the current match decks, Norway don't even have 5 players; they have 4 because Wild Wolf's controller's dead. So they've got to stick with these 4 players through the entire map, the entire match even. So that could be where they struggle. Maybe if I'm not sure how Loki is on maybe the higher speed or the lower speed maps, whether or what he's stronger at or not.
This might be bad for Norway then, because if they end up getting exhausted on these high speed maps, like Australia can really take it away on mid speed just by, sticking it. So Norway, stretch hard, drink lots of water because you're going to be in for a long one.
Yeah, this could be one of the closest matches so far. It could be a 3-2 in fact.
So that ad always shows up in the bottom right corner.
it's always that ad. It's never a different ad, I swear. It's always the same ad. It creeps me out a little bit. I don't like it.
All of Australia just lost internet for a second. That's all right.
3 streams refreshed all at the same time.
All right. Yeah, the sliders are going to make a big difference because, like, hitting one note is kind of like the basis of accuracy within Beat Saber, and everyone kind of just gets good at it naturally. But getting good at hitting stacks, especially at different NJSs, and then hitting sliders really well, especially when they change direction, it takes a lot of practice. And I think slider act here is really going to make a big difference as long as teams can keep up pretty high combos. Because that might just determine it too, is whoever ends up keeping a higher combo.
Got names on screen and we're in the match.
Ace starting off with a controller shake there, prepared. So Fat Beans just dropped his first note there.
Yeah, Norway coming up with an immediate lead.
But it is a pretty long song. So 32 seconds, so it can go either way throughout.
It's going to be quite tough to see when Zeros misses because it doesn't have that full combo return. Oh, there's the first burst coming in. Slamseek dropping 10 times. That's going to really hurt Norway's chances of winning this match.
Oh my god. And it seemed Zeros when you were saying that actually did drop one. I'm not sure if it was just really bad first act, but it seemed like in like 3 notes there. He had a really tough time. The rest of Australia kind of nailing these jumps here.
Yeah, I mean, but still, despite Slamseek's 10 misses, still only a 1-ish% difference, but Ace is going to drop twice, Dar's going to drop once.
And Loki dropped once.
Yeah, it's not looking good for Norway right now. But despite that, only a 0.5% difference because Chicken dropped and Pink dropped.
Yeah, we're not even halfway through the song yet, so I mean, it seems like this is going to be a combo match.
Yeah, for sure.
And it is very hard to keep a combo on this. Loki just swinging a little bit early there and getting the wrong kind of cut on that note.
Seems like Ace has dropped 2 more times since we last checked in. Slamseek dropped 1 more. It is literally just a matter of who drops more times. Bean's dropped 5 so far on a 91.1%, with Slamsy dropping over twice as many on the same percentage.
Yeah, Slime seems to be doing pretty well now. But you still hate it every time you kind of end up dropping a ton of notes or tracking happens. Any of that, it really frustrates you and throws you off your game.
Yeah, it definitely is worth keeping in mind that because Slam might have missed those 10 first notes all in the same place, they wouldn't have had a big as impact on his score as Bean's misses like spread out through the maps of Bean.
Most people doing pretty well on the sliders. Ace is actually missing the last note on most of those slider bursts there. And it seems that he is now corrected for it, but that's still going to make a big difference. I think he got 3 drops there.
Yeah, Loki dropped a few more times in his sliders, bring it just over 1% difference now.
Yeah, Bean dropping a few.
It literally just drops left, right, and center right now. But Australia are holding out on top by about 0.6%, 0.5%.
Yeah, and the song really starts chilling out here for the last 30 seconds. So
just might just be an act race at this point. If Norway can bring this back at all, will be determined whether maybe Australia might drop a few. Yeah, Chickens just dropped one right there. In fact, it looks like it's really close now. 0.2% difference. Norway could take this, given if Australia drop 1 or 2 more times.
Yeah, Norway just has to hold out strong and hope that Australia misses one here. And it seems like Ace actually ended up missing one a little bit ago, which does not help. But
close for Norway.
Did you see if Slamseek was tracking, or was it just a mess up?
I didn't see myself, but I reckon it could be a good gamble to say that it was tracking. Well, no, I mean a gamble for us, not them, obviously. But,
yeah, like you could easily hit those bursts just backwards, and it'll mess everything up. I guess we'll see here if they end up calling tracking, but I did not personally see. Yeah, these two teams are extremely close.
Waiting on seeing if Norway are going to call tracking on this.
Yeah, it seems that Slam actually climbed above Fat Beans in accuracy, even though I think he ended up missing 2 or 3 more than him.
Yeah, but that could well just been down to where he missed. If all his misses were bunched up together, the multiplier, it only goes up to 8 times. That's 4 misses that it drops down to. If you miss more than 4 times, that it's not going to impact your score as much as it would have.
It seems Norway's not going to call tracking here, which I think is actually the better play from Norway, because even if Norway did call tracking, playing this kind of map twice in a row when you only have 4 players is just not going to be worth it, because then you're just going to throw the rest of the maps.
Yeah, those are good. Cool.
Even if there was tracking, it's not worth it to risk that, because the second your players start getting all exhausted, it's over.
Yeah. So back onto Norway's pick again. It's interesting to see whether they'll go back to Dreamless Wanderer or not.
Yeah, we might actually see a 2-3 here.
Dear Insanity.
Dear Insanity. Norway really wants to get this speed done.
Yeah.
So,
but if they do lose this map, and then Australia pick Phil Seasickness, and then they win that, Norway could have picked up a win on Dreamless Wanderer, which I think they'll be kicking themselves in the shins about.
So, Muffin is in chat right now. You guys can thank him for this map. He said, "Uh-oh," in chat. But, yeah, so believe it or not, Australia is going to be doing Chicken, Pink, Shinsu, and Marv. And then for Norway, we got Ace, Da Hello, Loki, and Slumseek.
Yeah. Don't know if we're seeing the Australian lineup change at all. I think it is the same. No, Zeros was in the second match.
Yeah.
And we're seeing Simply Marvelous come in now. And Shinsu as well. Shinsu coming in for Bean, and Marvelous coming in for Zeros. So
Yeah.
2 swaps here.
2 swaps.
Maybe going back into their ACT team, by the looks of things. Oh, well, Pink's still in, so not quite their ACT team. Like a hybrid between their ACT and their Speed team, which is interesting to see.
I think what's going on is Australia's just trying to keep up endurance and hoping to time out Norway, really, because Norway has like they just have to keep energy up, as I was saying.
Yeah, it is just a race of stamina for them. I know Ace Tari might not have like an issue with stamina because he just does stream so much. He's like 3, 4, 5 hour streams every day. Not every day, but pretty much every day. I'm not sure about the rest of Norway, but Dur's stamina is probably also nuts. He streams quite a lot, and he's just an insane player overall.
All right, and Ace Atari starting out with some bombs.
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't really matter because you're on bailout mode and you don't really have a combo to start, so.
It's like Logi's missed an amount at the start. He's done an 18-9, which is going to bring down Norway's ACT by quite a lot. So they are climbing back up quickly. In fact, Jinsu's also missed one right at the start as well.
Yeah, this map has a lot of dot notes, so it makes it pretty hard to kind of recover if you end up swinging the wrong way on one of these notes. Also, it has some really nice diagonal jumps and triple stacks.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think the difficulty from Dear Insanity definitely comes from just quite how spaced the jumps are, and also about midway through the map there is that insane like slider section. Like that bit there as well, we just saw literally horizontal jumps. Like if you lose timing on those jumps, you're pretty much done for.
Yeah, and they're so hard to full swing too. Which you can see there from Loki. Having a hard time.
Yeah, Loki's dropped a few more times. Slam Seek's on 2 misses. Despite not having an FC because he hit a few bombs at the start, is on 0 misses, is still FCing. But as for Australia, 3 FCs. 3 FCs going around there.
Yeah, Australia is doing really well here. They're keeping a 0.5% lead, which is pretty good. But pretty soon the map's going to start turning into literally all sliders and stacks. So
yeah, Shinsu missed another one of those jumps there. Ace dropped not too long ago. But yeah, Ace
just dropping too. So here comes the stacks.
Yeah, this is where we might be able to see Norway come back a little bit if Australia are struggling with this with these spacing on these stacks and sliders.
Yeah, it seems Loki dropped one, but everyone else is kind of doing all right, and Australia did not struggle at all through those. Just making the gap a lot bigger here.
Chicken drops his full combo a while back, but Pink and Marv are still both on their FCs, which is definitely going to just carry them through the match so far with a 0.6% difference right now.
Is Marv on an FC? It looks like he has 0 misses, but his combo doesn't have lines on it, which is weird.
He might have hit the bombs at the start as well.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so technically it's an FC, score-wise. So yeah, now we're at 0.5. Norway's kind of bringing it back, but I don't know if he can clear up 0.5 just through ACT when you're this late into the song.
Yeah, Snam's just going to pick up another miss, which isn't going to help their case at all. They're really just hoping for a miss from Australia, or a bunch of misses from Australia, with literally 5-10 seconds left of the map. And by the looks of things, this is going to be 2-1 to Australia.
Yeah, it seems over time that the gap between Australia and Norway is just growing, and I can't help but think that's coming down to exhaustion for Norway and just having a couple shit misses, especially on Ace and Dahello's side. Because normally you expect those players to kind of come through with an FC or maybe one miss.
Yeah. But still, despite those 2 misses, that's still a 95.72% accuracy, which is just insane. It's so nuts.
It's actually higher than Australia's full combos.
Yeah, like all of their players as well. It's just higher than them. In fact, Ace Tari even beating up Marv's. In fact, I think Marv might drop towards the end, actually. I'm not too sure. But yeah, Australia going to be taking that map by about 0.8%. Make it 2-1 going into the fourth map, which is going to be Australia's pick.
Yeah. And even if Norway goes down here, Scandinavia still lives on with Sweden. So
yeah. In fact, it's been interesting to note so far that whatever map the country has picked, the other country has won it, because Australia picked the first map, Norway winning that, and then Australia winning the last two maps. So it might be plausible to see Norway bring this back 2-2 if Australia do pick a map that maybe that Norway's stronger on.
Yeah, that seems to be Norway's signature technique. Beat them on their own map and then toss your own for cred. So
confuses the enemy.
I think Australia is going to pick up field seasickness here. They're winning on high speed. Norway's exhausted, and I think that they could literally just snipe Norway here. What?
Australia?
Why?
Australia have picked Dreamless Wanderer.
Okay, so they're an honorable team, and they want to let Norway relax. That's what's going on here. When I was actually talking to Danny, he said that he wanted it to be a really close game. He said that he really hopes it's close, and I said, and I made a joke saying, "Yeah, if you guys start winning too hard, just throw a map or two."
Might have gone a bit too much into their heads there.
Yeah, who knows? No, I don't think he's throwing. I think that legitimately this is kind of Australia's map, and this is probably more of one of their comfort picks. But I think that if you were playing based on just how the other team's doing, you would have picked Feel Seasickness. But I think that Dreamless Wanderer is a comfort map for Australia.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why they picked Dreamless Wanderer instead of Feel Seasickness. Probably because they practiced it more because they expected to play it.
We're going to see Chicken, Pink, Danny, and Shinsu coming for this map. Pink may be a bit of a surprising pick, considering this is a like bar the slider part, quite an Aki map. But maybe Pink's feeling confident. Maybe one of the Australia players isn't feeling confident. But we will just wait to see how they perform.
It's all in the cards. You know, it's luck, it's tracking, it's a mental mindset, it's physical, you know. Beat Saber is like kind of one of the greatest esports for that. It kind of combines everything. It's kind of the bridge between sports and esports.
Yeah.
Because really, like, when you look at these players, you know, it's not just anyone who can be the best at Beat Saber anymore. It's almost people who, you know, first of all, train super hard. Like, you look at people like Silver Haze and Estrella, and they're just like super built, and people who also kind of have the genetics for it, right? Like, and that's the same thing you see in sprinters in the Olympics. But yeah, it comes down to everything. It's a mental game, it's a physical game, and a lot of luck sometimes. Like BC kill. Don't bring up BC kill. I love BC. Don't at me. Yeah, BC's a crazy dude, man. That guy can play for like tens of hours and like not even be exhausted.
Looking like Australia's ready, coming back to see if Norway are. Not quite.
Apparently, the Norwegian coordinator's batteries in his keyboard are dying.
Well, the issue there is he's got a wireless keyboard, so
yeah. Well, you know, Norwegian controllers are dying, Norwegian headsets are dying, and Norwegian coordinators' keyboards dying.
Norway is falling apart today.
Yeah, they bring the bad luck with them. It's unfortunate. Yeah, and Germany too, which is like, I mean, they're very close countries culturally, right?
Yeah.
Well, more now than beforehand, but you know, we're not gonna get into the history of Norway.
Right, got the QR codes up, green screens are up. About to get into the match.
All right, here we go. Ace doing the trusty saber shake.
Just in case it's started falling apart in the loading screen or something.
Yeah, maybe it's like a wrist warm up thing.
Yeah. Maybe just get some hyped.
Yeah, it's kind of like how everyone has their own way of like getting ready for a football game. They have their own rituals and stuff for luck, and maybe that's just Ace's ritual.
Little controller shake.
Yeah, it hasn't failed him yet, so. It seems Norway is taking a little bit of a lead here, which is good to see. I think a 3-2 here would be amazing. I think if any match were to have a 3-2, this is what I'd want.
Yeah, definitely.
And Slamseek actually dropped a note there, and Australia's keeping up FC, so this is dangerous right now.
Yeah, despite what the bar says, Australia are taking about a 0.3% lead. But yeah, all 4 FCs all round for Australia, and only
Ace
1
dropped
FC for Norway. So
And
Australia with a 1% lead right now.
Oh, this is unfortunate for Norway. This is not what you want to see.
It is good to keep in mind that this map is 5.5 minutes long, so it's not it's not a short map by any means. Which means Norway definitely have time to come back. Australia have time to drop notes. Norway are definitely still in this map, but the 0.6% is going to give Australia a massive upper hand.
Yeah, I just hope it doesn't get in the Norwegians' heads, It seems like they're all doing pretty well, though. There wasn't any like head shakes or controller shakes, so yeah, pretty excited. And they're sewing up this lead, 0.2 now, with Pink Armadillo dropping one. And Loki drops another, but it's still pretty close. And there's, like you said, there's a ton of time left in this match.
Yeah, I mean, like already in just from those last 40 seconds, they've already brought it back to just a 0.3% difference from a 1% difference. So they've definitely got it in them to win this.
Yeah, losing FC once or twice doesn't make as big of a difference when the song is just super long and so full of notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Duh Hello has a 96.33 on this. He is acting right now. He's kind of carrying the full combo for Norway right now.
Yeah.
Doing these crossover bursts really well all around, I think. But Australia still has those 3 FCs, which is not great news for Norway.
Yeah, Shinsu falling a bit behind on the act front with only a 94.6 FC, but that's not by any means bad. But I mean, Ace with just the 1 miss 94.2 is pretty close.
Yeah, he's definitely catching up. And like I said, slider act, stack act is a totally different ballpark than just trying to act one note properly. Oh, never mind.
This is going to pick this a few notes ago, which is going to make this map even closer. 0.2% difference now.
It's only going to get closer. Ace dropping one too, yeah.
Ace dropped 2 more of that. He's on 3 misses now.
It's so blurry, I can't read it.
It is so low quality. But yeah, Loki and Slamseek really holding up this combo. Slamseek on an 1800 combo, just dropping once right at the start. But talking about dropping, Chicken a few notes ago, just on 100 combo now.
Yeah,
really
no, it's a 0.1 difference. Really close. And Duh Hello, super competitive person, loves the feeling of a tournament. He knows that if his team doesn't make it through this, they're out.
Yeah.
And he's playing hard.
He's got to put his all in this. In fact, Shinsu dropped not too long ago, also 1 miss, about the same time Chicken dropped. Which is probably why this is just so close, 0.1% still.
Yeah, Slumseek dropped one just a bit ago too.
Shinsu dropped again! Even closer than 0.1%. Oh, actually it's a 0.1. About 0.1% again.
Yeah, the song is coming close to an end here. I think it slows down quite a bit. So yeah. I think it's pretty much going to come down to Ack and hoping that no one else kind of has a crappy miss.
Yeah, just about 40 seconds left in the map with a 0.17% difference. So if Australia miss again, that might be it for them. But it might need a few misses, honestly. I think this is definitely heavily in Australia's favor right now. Their favor.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to make up that kind of difference on this long of a song with this little notes left. I think that's it, actually.
Yeah. Well, it was a great run from Norway. I think that is going to take them out of the Beat Saber World Cup, and Australia are going to go through to losers round 2 or 3.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Norway
losers
put
round.
up a really good fight. Yeah, and it's loser round 3.
Yeah, that was an insane match.
Congratulations to Australia for popping off there.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I mean, I guess there still could be a tracking call, but I didn't see anything. So
Yeah, I don't think Norway should or can call tracking on this. Gonna wait for the message from the coordinator.
yeah, it was a solid fight. Everyone played really well. You know, Norway's a team of gamers. Even though there was just 4 of them, they went hard.
Yeah, no tracking coming in from Norway there. So that is definitely going to be the match to Australia. I think Australia, really impressive how far they come. I think they seeded about 12th in qualifiers, and
Yeah.
they're in losers round 3. They're in the top 8 teams, which is I think they've got to be impressed with themselves. They've got to be proud of that.
And you know what Danny told me when I was interviewing him? He said he'd be really happy if South Korea won against Germany. Not because he doesn't like Germany or like South Korea better, but because the time zones work out. He said scheduling is really tough with time zones, so that works out great for them.
Yeah, at least it'll be a nice time to play.
Nice work for both teams. We can tell you guys played your hardest. And I think that's it for Beat Saber World Cup for today.